This video is going to cover 10 concrete ways that you can improve your LinkedIn profile today to maximize your branding for tech sales and increase your chances of landing your dream job at a tech company or landing your dream client. Most people underestimate how powerful a platform LinkedIn can be if you're in tech sales or any type of career. According to statistics, if you have a thorough LinkedIn profile, you're 71% more likely to land that first job interview than someone who doesn't have a thorough profile. And sales reps who use social selling are 78% more likely to outperform their peers and 51% more likely to hit their quota. There's no question that LinkedIn is one of your top sales weapons to hit your number. I found so many clients through the platform. And personally, LinkedIn helped me land my dream job at Google Cloud. I optimized my profile and adjusted keywords to reflect the job posting that I was going to apply for at Google Cloud. And what do you know, a month later, Connor, a recruiter from Google, reached out to me asking if I was interested in applying. That optimization definitely helped, and most recruiters at top tech companies use LinkedIn as a standard part of their process. Every iteration and improvement you make to your LinkedIn profile adds up, so you're going to want to stay for all 10 tips so you get the most value out of this video. And of course, if you like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give the like button a love tap. The YouTube algorithm loves that too, and we'll show this video to more people who can benefit from the message. If you see breaking into tech sales as an SDR or in a BDR role as a meaningful career opportunity where you can do work that you enjoy and create a lot of freedom along the way, especially over the long term, then reach out to me. My email is chrisbussingchannel@gmail.com or add me on LinkedIn. I've started taking on select coaching clients to offer a personalized program that's 4 to 6 weeks to help them navigate everything from resume and LinkedIn tuning to interviewing at specific companies and preparing for those interviews, and even leveraging my network where appropriate. And the purpose of this program is to increase your chances of getting a role in tech sales and breaking into the industry and accelerating the process where possible. If you're interested, again, reach out to me via email or LinkedIn and we can have a conversation to learn more about your interests, your passions, what you're looking for, and I can share what I can offer, and let's see if there's a fit. At the least, you'll come away with some new ideas on how to break into the industry and an open line of communication. And finally, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for weekly tech sales and personal growth hacks that you can chew on like snacks. Let's dive into it. The first aspect of your LinkedIn profile that you need to optimize is your profile picture. This is your virtual calling card and the first visual aspect that someone who comes to your profile will see. How do you take a great picture? First, you need to make sure that the picture isn't too old. It's not from 10 years ago and it actually looks like you. Secondly, the picture needs to be high quality, high resolution, and I recommend 400 pixels by 400 pixels. Your face should take up 60% of the photo and have someone else take the photo, because the selfie camera lens is not a high quality lens, and when someone else takes a picture, you tend to look more natural, and they can also direct you and guide you on how to pose to look your best. Make sure you're the only one in the picture as well, and smile with your eyes and teeth. People who smile are perceived as more likable and approachable, and studies have shown that people who perceive others as smiling see them as more competent and influential as well. And get this, smiling with your teeth is twice as likable as a closed mouth smile. Make sure you avoid distracting backgrounds for your profile picture. Save that for your actual background picture, which we'll get to next. And dress how you would dress on the job. Don't overdress and don't underdress. And finally, make sure your picture is taken in soft, natural light. Avoid artificial light, fluorescent lights, and camera flashes. It just doesn't look as good. The second aspect of your LinkedIn profile, which I alluded to just now, is optimizing your background picture. You want to use it to create a context of who you are and what you're about and have it stand out and be memorable. So if you love hiking, for example, maybe you have a great picture of you on top of a mountain. Be creative and be original. The third aspect of your LinkedIn profile that you want to optimize is your headline. This should be more than your job title. It should talk about how you see your role, why you love your role, and what makes you tick. Again, make it authentic and memorable and avoid buzzwords. The fourth aspect of your LinkedIn profile to optimize is your summary, and this is something that you can translate into a story that is really the most personal aspect of your LinkedIn profile, and it can really make you stand out, so don't miss out on this opportunity. Your story can illustrate your quirks and unique strengths and your unique background and what makes you you, what makes you tick. And don't just put your skills, talk about why your skills matter and how they made a difference for the people that you've worked with. Write a couple drafts of your summary and your story and share it with peers to get candid feedback on whether it sounds good and it looks authentic. And of course, just like with the headline, make sure to avoid buzzwords. The fifth aspect of your LinkedIn profile to optimize is your past work experiences and your skills. When you write down your past experiences and describe your past work history, make sure to talk about outcomes that you've delivered, talk about metrics, numbers, top-line revenue that you've driven. This is really important because sales is an outcome-oriented business. And when I would refer people to Google, they would always ask me, how does this person stack rank against their peers? Are they in the top 10%, 5%, 1%? So if you can show how you differentiated against your peers, how you exceeded your numbers, were you in the top 5% of top performers in your organization? That is really helpful if you can put that in. If you don't have tech sales experience, it's okay, don't let that discourage you. I had a friend who sold mattresses before joining me at Google Cloud. I've also been working with a client who used to sell flowers at a flower shop, and we've been working on translating his story and experience to put his best foot forward for tech sales. And it's possible. We talked about how much top-line revenue he drove for specific SKUs of flowers and related services, and by what percentage he impacted the overall revenue of the company for those SKUs. And we talked about how he produced those results through cold calling or networking and going door to door. There's a way to translate your story. And that brings me to one other key aspect you need to talk to in your job description, which is how you achieved your results. What tools did you use? And make sure to highlight your biggest strengths and great qualities that people look for when hiring for sales reps, especially in tech sales, like grit and persistence, being coachable, being a team player. Use these key words in your description to show how you achieve the results. That can actually go a long way. LinkedIn gives you options to endorse yourself for certain skill sets. Make sure to go through the list of skills that they have available and endorse yourself and select those skills that align to your headline and your summary and your actual experience. By adding and updating your skills, you also give others the opportunity to endorse you for those skills as well and affirm you. And the more endorsements, the better. Just make sure that you're not over-endorsing yourself for too many skills because it looks like you're trying too hard, and sometimes less is more. The sixth way to optimize your LinkedIn profile is to grow your network. You've heard the old expression, your network is your net worth, and it's true, and I really believe all opportunities are tied to people. So first off, you can use a feature that LinkedIn has to add everyone from your email address book. That will be a quick win. Then add everyone, even your mom or your mom's friend who you know, because you never know how someone you know can get you in the door for your dream company or getting into a dream client. A quick personal anecdote to this point is that I broke into a multi-billion-dollar company and found a multi-million-dollar opportunity, and it was because my mom's sister, my aunt, was childhood friends with the wife of a VP of that company. I spoke with him, and then he got me to the chief technology officer, and I was in there like swimwear. Make sure to add people from your alma mater, your university that you were a part of, or any other organizations that have been meaningful to you. And make sure to add new people that you meet. It all adds up, and you never know who they could know and how they could help you out in the future or how you could help them. And finally, if there are people that you look up to, like thought leaders in tech sales, or people that inspire you, or people working at companies that you want to work for, or companies that you want to sell to, shoot your shot and add them. Send them a LinkedIn connection request and add a little note that's humble and personalized and tells them why you're reaching out and why you're hoping to connect. And you'll be surprised at how generous and willing people are to connect and even have a conversation. The worst case is they leave your request on pending, but in the best case, you get connected, have a call, and you find a new mentor or someone who can open doors for you. I want you guys to become the Wayne Gretzky's of LinkedIn, and remember what he said, we miss 100% of the shots we don't take. The seventh way to optimize your LinkedIn profile is to celebrate others through endorsements and comments. When you endorse other people, which is really easy to do, they tend to endorse you back because of the law of reciprocity. When you're generous and you give, you usually get in return. And commenting on other people's posts is an amazing networking strategy that adds up over time and creates a positive experience with the person whose post you're commenting on. So I encourage you to comment on people's posts who work at companies you want to work at or who work at companies that you want to sell to, because when you comment on their post, it validates their post, it makes them feel appreciated, and clearly they wouldn't be sharing the post unless it was something that was somewhat important to them and that they wanted people to see. And to that point, by making a comment, the algorithm for LinkedIn loves that and will show the post to more people. So you're helping them get more views on their post. And finally, when you make a comment on a post and it's insightful and helpful and benefits the community, you're more likely to be seen as a thought leader and a value add, and that will help improve your brand. Building an authentic connection with a stranger over LinkedIn can take some time, sometimes up to 20 interactions or touches, and comments are a great way to get there. Just remember, make sure your comments are authentic and that you're not overdoing it and trying too hard. But some great examples of positive comments are, congratulations on your promotion, or getting a new job at this new company. Congratulations on the funding you just got. Really excited for where your business is heading. I love this article. It was super insightful. Thanks so much for sharing. Or if someone is posting a job posting for their company, they're trying to hire for a role, if you can share that with your feed, it gets more eyes on the post and increases their chances of finding someone. The 8th way to optimize your LinkedIn profile is to ask for endorsements and recommendations from your past managers, your peers, even family and friends. Obviously, it looks good when someone validates the skills that you've listed on your profile, and it doesn't take them a lot of effort to do that. Of course, it takes a little more legwork to write a testimonial and a review and a recommendation. So again, when you ask for recommendations, be polite, be humble, and maybe offer to write a recommendation in return. But definitely go for it, because the more endorsements and recommendations you get, it helps, it adds up. The 9th way to optimize your LinkedIn profile is to share media and marketing content and insightful information that benefits the greater LinkedIn audience. If you're following people that you really look up to that are inspiring, or great sources like Harvard Business Review or Forbes, your feed is gonna flow with great information, and it's easy for you to take a post and reshare it. And then people get to benefit. Maybe it brings a new perspective, or you have a funny video or uplifting post that you can share that puts a smile on someone's face. It all adds up and it's a value add. It's not egotistical to post. In fact, if you're not posting and sharing content, whether it's your own or someone else's, you're missing out on a big branding opportunity and a big opportunity to connect with the LinkedIn community. But one thing to avoid is over posting. If you're posting way too much, it looks like you're trying too hard, it might get annoying, and the algorithm can only show one post at a time to the broader audience. So if you post a post at 9 a.m. and then post another one at 12 p.m. at lunchtime, what's gonna happen is LinkedIn's gonna stop serving up the post from 9 a.m. to serve up the post from 12 p.m. and it limits the impact and the scope of the audience that the first post will reach. And the 10th way to optimize your LinkedIn profile is something I alluded to in point number 9. Follow influencers that you admire, that inspire you, and great sources, again, like Harvard Business Review or Forbes or HubSpot, which has great sales content. Your feed will flow with positivity, great insights, and you're gonna elevate your game, you're gonna sharpen your saw, and you can easily reshare this content to benefit the broader LinkedIn community, and this helps build your brand. It's a virtuous cycle. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and got value out of it. If you did, make sure to give the like button a love tap. The YouTube algorithm loves that too, and will show this video to more people who can benefit from the message. And if you want to get personalized coaching on how to break into tech sales for an SDR or BDR role, email me at chrisbussingchannel@gmail.com or add me on LinkedIn, and we can have a conversation to see if there's a fit to work together. I'm still grinding in the trenches in tech sales with you guys, working at a startup. We're trying to go public. I'm growing this channel and handling some other business adventures, so I can't take on 1 million clients, but if there's a fit, let's explore it, and it would be great to work together. And of course, make sure to subscribe for weekly tech sales and personal growth hacks that you can chew on like snacks. Happy selling and happy living.